Hi guys, this is Rodrigo from DJ Tech Zone. I'm here at Namm 2017 with Paul from Denon DJ, and we're going to go through the SC5000 and X1800 Prime. It's all new, and we are really curious to see what Paul will show us. Over to Paul.
Thanks, Rodrigo. Hi guys, welcome to Namm 2017. Okay, the Denon DJ SC5000 Prime. It's a brand new media player from Denon DJ for professional DJs. We're changing a lot of paradigms here. Let's take you straight into the unit. Rodrigo, let's bring the camera straight to the front of the unit. I want to talk about how DJs get their music in. At the front of the unit, here you can see internally recessed SD card and USB, so you can put your drives in through there. It's underlit, it's recessed, so the actual drives are nice and safe. At the rear of the unit as well, there are two USBs additionally, so there's a zero limit on actual terabytes of music that you can actually put into the SC5000 Prime. This is the world's first DJ unit that is actually capable of internal analysis of music files. So a DJ can just put a thumb drive in with unanalyzed files. The unit will calculate the BPM, the beat grids, the musical key, transfer the track artwork into the central screen here, and all of the metadata as well. It's the first unit to internally analyze it. Yes, we have Engine Prime, our new application that will make Crate playlists, integrate Serato, and also integrate iTunes playlists and Serato hot queues as well. But it's very base core element. The unit can handle any files that go straight into it. MP3, so FLAC, AIF, WAV files, etc. The unit can handle anything. Okay, so once we have the music files into the unit, the attention goes straight to the 7-inch multi-touch, multi-gesture screen. So this is where the magic really starts to happen. You can see it's very much like an iOS device, very, very elegant in actually showing you how to maneuver around it. The DJ can access crates, playlists, and actually loading a track into the unit is so simple. You can just tap with one file and then sweep to the right. That will load that track into the unit. Sweep to the left, and that will take it into the preparation folder, so you can actually list some tracks for playing later on, etc. And here you can also access the search capabilities. You can filter by various things like BPM, artist, and musical key. And the unit is so intelligent, if you'll calculate a musical key, it will return compatible or match tracks. So if you're in B minor, it would return sympathetic keys as well that would work harmonically. So it's a great aid for DJs mixing harmonically in key. So as I said, it's very much like an iOS device. You can see that the inertia on it is very, very delicate, and it just feels ultimately familiar. But listen, hey, we're not actually making the DJ use this all the time if they want. If they want to use a different kind of traditional encoder or use one or the other, you just jump through it, and you can control that with the normal encoder, etc. And load tracks as well. Okay, so very, very easy to do. Okay, let's just go back to the track that we had before. I just want to put that one in. Right, good, we're golden. Okay, so on the screen as well, we just have a look at the needle drop touch strip, so you can zoom right across the actual waveform there as well. And you notice that the cues have names on them. In Engine Prime software, you can name the cues, so you can have drop, breakdown, mix point, etc. So that's really, really cool. All the information a DJ would want to see, the beat grid counter, the beat keeper countdown as well, I should say, quantize on and off, continue, musical key, and if I just change the range of that, and keep an eye on here, Rodrigo, if you would. We're going to change as we take down the tempo, the pitch fader, you can see that the musical key shifts as well, which is really, really nice. I've got something very special to show you soon on the musical key lock side of things, but that's coming very soon. So all the information the DJ needs is on the multi-touch capability screen. Shooting down to the jog wheel, 8-inch touch capacitive jog wheel. You touch it, it's very tactile, it turns white, so the LED ring is actually customizable for your brand, however your preferences, so you can just actually change the color of this by just sweeping around here, etc. Whatever color you want it to be, so I'll leave it on green for the moment. Shooting back to that, you can see the central circular screen, high definition artwork of the track that's currently playing. Alternatively, if you've got the film crew at any particular time, you can have your own DJ logo or your branding or your photograph or a picture of your dog or your cat or your wife, your partner, in the middle of the screen. That's rather, rather cool. The jog wheel, of course, is adjustable in torque, so you can have it very, very sort of like stiff, not responsive, right through to that kind of vibe, which is great for ultimate controllability, switchable between vinyl mode and pitch orientated mode. Immensely beautiful jog wheel. You really need to get your hands on this to try it out. Okay, next feature. Let's look at the, this is more of a controller ethos. It's a single standalone player. It has a multi-core processor inside. It has Denon DJ's proprietary software inside. This is our own platform, hardware and software, 4 years in development. What other features can I show that are pretty amazing? Okay, let's check this out. We have a track playing on and you can see this A here. We have a layer button. I'm going to put a track on for you to listen to. So this is layer A. Layer B, the changes colour. Now I'm accessing another track. Let's load it in. Let's put this track in. Load in a new track. Go back to layer A. Let's hit sync on this. 126 layer. Synchronise. That's track A that's playing. I'm accessing now track B. So this is layer B coming in the mix. So the SC5000 Prime has individual analog and digital outputs. I've got one unit playing 2 layers. It's like a controller. There's layer A and there's layer B. On layer A, back on layer A, I can actually do some, well, the track's actually finished, but you get the vibe. You can imagine having a loop, having an a cappella, an instrumental on one, and then playing around doing some loops and creative performance on the other. Really, really incredible. If I just pull the unit round, you can see those individual outputs. Well, you can see that. Okay, so you can see the individual outputs at the back, digital and analog. So that's why you can actually have 2 layers and 2 different outputs. Remember, guys, there's no computer here. The computer technology is inside the unit itself. Let's load in another track. We'll just switch off layer B and back to A. Okay, let's load in this track here. Swipe it to the right. Got another track in. Okay, what I want to show you is really, really cool coming up. DJs like to change different tempos, different genres. At the moment, we're 126 BPM. I'm going to take the tempo range from ±8 to ±100. Check out this part of the screen here, guys. I'm going to change that to ±100. And now what I want to do is play this track for you and listen to the bass, the integrity of the bass, the separation of the hi-hats, 0 artifacts. I'm going to go straight down. I want you to listen to the capabilities of a brand new pitch lock algorithm, musically pitch lock extreme tempo range. Check this out. So I'm going right down here, 100, 97, 80, 70, 60, 50. Listen to the integrity, the separation of the percussion, the warmth of the bass. Any vocal content would be maintained. Bring it back up. Extremes on both sides. You can imagine the potential here for creative DJs to actually not only change tempo but change genre, go from house to drum and bass, from drum and bass to urban to breakbeats, mashup, open format. It's absolutely incredible what that is capable of. And that's internally within this unit, solely on the Denon DJ SC5000 Prime. Okay, other functionality, standard loops, ins and outs, auto loops, we've got that covered, no problem at all. You know the layout, you know the vibe there. Okay, we've got secondary loop modes on the unit, so I'm just going to take that out now. First loop mode is loop regions. I enter a region. I close that region. You do this beforehand. Enter a region, take one out. Enter a region, take one out. Okay, what I'm going to do now, guys, is it's almost like hot cue juggling, but I'm sending regions, loop regions. So you see the potential there for actually, you know, with minimal tracks, looping around, backward and forward, creating the tension to the big moment, taking the big energy tracks and revisiting all those moments. It's incredible. Secondary creative loop mode. Hit that button again. We get those access to all those areas that DJs want to use, but they're actually controlling the length and actually visiting different areas. Check it out. Okay, all the time the quantized lock is keeping that locked on. Hot cues. Okay, you can certainly go through all the hot cues are entered with the quantize locked on, and you can just visit different moments. I'm going to actually put another track in because I want to show you this, guys. Let me put something with a bit more energy in. Let's put this track in. We've got some hot cues already set up. Hopefully nobody's messed with them. Let's try it. Okay, this is the time when I say, okay, override the computer, say quantize off, tap the screen, have some fun. Check this out, compound time, straight time. Okay, creative performance that you just cannot imagine. Remixing tracks, hot cue juggling. Let's look as well, what else have we got? Rolls, slicer, let's try this with some vocal. Something that we can lock on. Okay, into the roll functionality, we've got triplets, we've got straight time, purple, triplets, green, straight. Check it out. All the time the waveform is staying underneath. So, I'll do that again for you. You got that break, you got that moment coming up. Let's do that again. Keep an eye on the screen, Rodrigo. What's happening? Look at the lower waveform as I'm performing. So all the time you can always get that visual feedback. Slicer, this is where it gets even crazier. There's no computer here separate, it's within the unit itself. Let's go into slicer mode. Okay, we're cutting up actually 2 bars now. Check this out, I'm going to change the slice ratio as well. Okay, I'll just put it into a separate mode. I want to get this out of the area that it's in because we can't actually differentiate what's going on there. I'll try that again for you guys. Slicer. That's better. See the potential? Okay, so quantized lock performance. DJs don't have to worry about the dance floor going crazy. But what if something crazy happened, Rodriguez? So, say for example, some guy feels like playing around. Watch my hand, I'm over here. Listen, I've taken the power supply out, the track's playing, no interruption, absolutely amazing. We buffer the entire track as well. Okay. We're going to have features that protect the DJ in the event of any kind of problems going on, etc. So there's the creative performance element of the SC5000 Prime. So just to recap, we've got the barriers to entry removed, internal analysis of the beat grids and musical key information, all using Engine Prime software. We've got the 7-inch multi-touch, multi-gesture touchscreen that's capable, very much like an iOS device, navigate, load, control, 8-inch touch capacitive jog wheel, central display artwork or your own branding, pitch lock, musical harmonically key locked but extreme pitch adjustment on the pitch fader here. 8 creative performance pads that give you so much flexibility and take you into another world as regards being a creative individual. Feature of power off, we can sort of secure your performance that way. Serato control has just been announced as well. We've got some incredible things ahead for the SC5000 Prime. So guys, Rodrigo's just given me his USB thumb drive. We placed it into the front of the unit. We've done no analysis on this whatsoever. Just tapped on the folder root section here on the screen. We've gone into contents, tap that, pick a track. Let's say Chris Brown. Let's try Chris Brown. Track here. Slide it immediately to the right. So within literally a second, I can play that track. So there's the track that we've just loaded straight into it, so there's 0 delay in actually playing the track. But you'll notice that the SC5000 Prime is actually calculated the overview waveform. At the moment it's going to calculate the beat grids. The beat grids will actually come up in about 15 seconds, but there you go. Literally 18, 20 seconds to do that. So we have the We have the beat grids already in place, the musical key has been detected, the artwork was straight away, the track could be played straight away, so zero limitations to entry on this point, and that's from a USB drive from Rodrigo, straight in there, we're performing live with it.
That is amazing, Paul. Thank you for that demo. Let's go to the mixer now.
Okay. Okay, yeah, thank you, Rodrigo. Okay, over to the X1800 Prime mixer. So, immediately, as you can see, the mixer is a familiar layout. Any DJ can just rock on with this and perform a set, no problem whatsoever. Let's have a look at some of the individual features. With the X1800 Prime, we've introduced brand new sweep, dual sweep effects. So, for example, you have a track playing. Let's put. Well, there's one playing just over in the corner. It's a bit hectic. Let's try something. Let's put this track of yours on, shall we, Rodrigo? Okay, so we're just going to apply our dual sweep effect. So I'm just going to apply dub echo onto one side. So this is the dual sweep effect. So go left, you get one iteration, you go right, you get a separate iteration, and it's post fade.
I'm done. Breezy. Let me show you how to keep it.
So that's the dual sweep effects. Also, you can apply actual low pass and high pass filters, of course, onto each individual channel, and then combine that with the dual sweep. Okay, let's try another track. Let's put this back up here. Just want to put another track in. 1 second. Oh, we're on your drive. Okay, just to quickly change the source, actually go back to my drive. Pick a track here. Put this in. Okay. Okay, so effects-wise, jumping back to it, when the units are connected to the X1800 mixer, we have Engine Connect, which provides all the tempo data. So these effects here can actually be changed. We have 12 effects inside the unit, as well as the accessible dual sweeps and the filters. Access any of the 12 effects, whatever they may be. So, for example, a phaser, we'll just apply that for it. So we apply that into the track. Oh, sorry, I've just got to apply the actual effects channel. So I'm now going to sweep past the actual LFO. So you can see how elegant it is and easy to change the LFO speed. So there's a new sort of light shift in the way that DJs can access effects, etc., instant effects on and off. As well, we're looking after the EQ side of things. The EQ side is classic EQ 3-band, but also you can switch the unit into isolation EQ. That gives that kind of 1970s Studio 54 vibe, where you can actually full kill and sweep the frequencies crossing each other, so they create tempo-based and different rhythmic effects as well, so that's kind of cool. So covering you back for EQ and multi-effects, etc. Over on the top left-hand side, we have dual mic capability with obviously high and low EQ and a filter that can be actually applied to that as well. Top right of the unit, we have the dual USB, so you can access third-party software, lighting software, DJ software, etc. Great for changeovers, great for controlling other kind of like possibilities of creative use. Shooting down to the bottom of the unit here, we have the Denon DJ's flex fader, which is adjustable to, however the DJ feels it wants, quite loose or quite heavy, resistance, etc., which is really cool. Long throw faders, Denon DJ quality, and of course the sound quality, 24-bit 96K, traditional Denon DJ sound. That's where it first started, that's where it is now. Also, we have the Denon DJ build quality, solid metal chassis, built like a tank. Okay, what else? At the top of the unit, we covered like most of the basic sort of features. Also, tiny little thing, but useful as well. If a DJ forgets his, adapter, something happens with that. Simple thing, but we've got a 3.5mm plug as well, so you can just act really, really nice. The core elements of being a DJ are taken care of. Okay, right, at the back of the unit, do you want to shoot around the back, or we'll take some B-roll for this, but I'll just describe that for you for the moment.
Describe it.
Okay, Just at the rear of the unit then, Rodrigo, what we have is obviously all the multi-input connectivity, the digital inputs, line inputs, phono, USB and DVS capability of course as well. The X1800 Prime is MIDI capable, so it can actually lock, synchronize to drum machines and synthesizers, etc. There is an effects send and return at the back of the unit as well, so you can use external stomp boxes, whatever kind of devices you need. There is a capability to actually connect 4 SC5000 Primes to the X1800 mixer, so obviously you can exchange files, synchronize data, and also there is a PC connection on the Ethernet side of things, which will communicate very soon to front of house for large festivals and clubs, etc., to control lighting and other elements, video, etc., pyrotechnics. Okay, and of course all the connectivity that you would want to send signals out to the booth, out to the master outputs, the record outputs, and all the multi-in and out functionality that you would need. So the X1800 Prime mixer, part of the Prime series of units from Denon DJ, flagship with the SC5000 Prime media player, and just in a short while we're going to take a look at the VL12 Prime turntable.
Thank you so much for the explanation, Paul. I think there is going to be a lot happening in 2017 around Denon, and I'm sure you have big plans to put this out in the world and just get DJs to use it.
Everybody's feeling it, man. It's all good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paul.